Alright, budget magic time. Playing some green, black, whip leap? Something along those lines. In modern. And yeah, well, I'll try this, I guess. See what our opponent's up to. Unfortunately, our endless tap lands mean we don't get to Inquisition turn 1. I guess we get to Temple. That's something. Although, if our opponent has Arbiter Ghost Quarter, that's bad. Well, let's Temple. I think we're going to put second whip to the bottom. Pass the turn. Caves a Coilo, so definitely Eldrazi and Taxes. And definitely Tide Hollow Sculler. Ugh. Takes Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Well, I think we better Inquisition. Lands, Thought-Knots. Lands and Thought-Knot, basically. Take the Wasteland Strangler. Play the Hissing Quagmire. Unfortunately, our opponent's going to be able to Thought-Knot since they are on the play before we get to whip. And they top deck Dark Confidant. Alright, this is looking very bad. Dark Confidant is probably the single best card they could have drawn there, knowing our hand of no removal. Craterhoof is roughly an infinity away from doing anything. So now our opponent gets to take our whip, which is very bad. Dark Confidant going to give our opponent a steady stream of card advantage. It's an Ether Vial. There's a Plains. Here comes Thought-Knot. Well, I guess we got a Grizzly Salvage in response. Take a land. We mill 0 creatures. Yep. You get to Thought-Knot us. Takes a Thragtusk. Which I guess makes sense considering we have 0 creatures to whip back at the moment. Which means whip isn't doing anything. Down to 14. We draw a very useless land. Well, play the whip and lose. Man, that Dark Confidant was a good draw. Dark Confidant for our opponent. Another Ether Vial. Man, if our opponent's last 2 draws were Ether Vial, that means our hand would be nothing. But the fact that those are coming off Dark Confidant means they are drawing some things to go with their very bad Ether Vials. And I think we're just dead. I don't think there's a draw in our deck that does a single thing here. Yep, you got us. Hit us down to 4. We draw Grizzly Salvage. That is not a card that does anything, unfortunately. I mean, we'll cast it so I don't get yelled at, but we don't have a single card in our deck that's relevant here. We can't whip this turn. We get cards in the graveyard. Sure, we'll take Satyr Wayfinder. We play it, then we die, so we will scoop it up. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll bring in Shriek Moss. Go down, I guess a couple go down a Llanowar and Inquisition. Try it like that. Alright, we're on the play. And we'll give this a try. I mean, in theory, this hand looks good. We'll see if it works in practice. Turn 1 Llanowar, turn 2 Wayfinder, turn 3 Whip. Opponent's probably brought in a bunch of sideboard hate. Godless Shrine. Tapped. Well, let's just Satyr Wayfinder. Jeez. Whiff on lands, play Green Warden, or play Temple of the Malady. Mill a Green Warden, and a Thragtusk, and a Shriekmaw. Those are all cards that we want in our graveyard, assuming nothing goes wrong. If our opponent just plays like a Rest in Peace, though, suddenly we milled several of our best cards forever. There's a Plains for our opponent. And there's the Rest in Peace. Yep. You got us. Now winning is going to be a challenge. Let's play Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Play a Swamp. Go attacking. I mean, I guess the good news is we've drawn enough ramp that we can actually cast some of our big stuff. The bad news is we milled over a lot of our big stuff. Opponent has a Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. We'll crack Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Grab a Swamp. Play Llanowar Ways. And let's just duplicate the Thalia, I guess. I guess we could find a Acidic Slime to kill Rest in Peace eventually. Get in for 1. Opponent pass the duplicate. Well, that's another land. Hit our opponent for 1. Pass the turn. See what our opponent has. Blade Splicer. Well, come on, Acidic Slime to get rid of this Rest in Peace. Or big creatures. Grizzly Salvage is pretty reasonable. Let's play... we gotta tap properly. let's see. There we go. Whip of Erebos. Play the swamp. Pass the turn. Opponent has a tap land. And Flicker Wisp. Flickers the Blade Splicer. Well, we need this Grizzly Salvage to be good and hit something that's actually big and powerful. Opponent hits us to 17. Gets back more golems. Yep. Well, let's Grizzly Salvage. Alright. I mean, Shriekmaw is not exactly what we wanted, but it's better than nothing. Inquisition. I guess we gotta take a second Flicker Wisp. Cast Shriekmaw. Shriekmaw the Flicker Wisp. And pass the turn. The problem is he's first striking... Man. Well, I guess the good news is we got a lot of bad cards out of the way. We didn't hit a lot of good cards, but we did get rid of a lot of bad cards with that Grizzly Salvage. Our opponent drew something? Are they trying to cast Thought-Knot without colorless mana? We know they got Stony Silence and okay, there's the colorless mana. So they're going to run out Thought-Knot, which is fine, because we don't even have cards in hand. So if anything, that's kind of good for us. Last card is Stony Silence. Problem is we continue to get beat down by golems until we draw something big. And we milled a lot of our big things. Opponent gets in, hits us, yup. Come on, deck. Give us something big. Give us something big. Ooh. Evolutionary Leap is actually a very good draw here. Play Leap. Pass the turn. So this lets us chump and trade in some of these bad creatures to hopefully find big good creatures. Worst case, we just find more bad creatures. Opponent. Goleming. Now we might actually be favored. So let's block and block. Leap away Llanowar Elves. Get a Llanowar Elves. Leap away Wayfinder. Mind Slicer. Okay. Take 0. Opponent passes. Well, play Llanowar Elves. Play the Forest. Play Mind Slicer. And I guess we pass. Opponent plays Concealed Courtyard. Runs out the Stony Silence. Yup. Goes to combat. Attacks, attacks, attacks. Interesting. Well, let's just block and block. And take 3. Sacrifice Shriekmaw. Get a Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Sacrifice Llanowar Elves. Get Acidic Slime. Okay. Acidic Slime is solid. Hopefully our opponent did not draw a third Flicker Wisp. That would be unsolid. Opponent passes. More Mind Slicers. Huh. Well, let's Acidic Slime. Blow up, I guess, just a Golem. Place the Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Get in with our Mind Slicer. Gain back some life. It's nice that our Leap is getting around Rest in Peace and Stony Silence. Like, we're getting around a lot of the sideboard hate. Thanks to Evolutionary Leap here. Opponent fires up Shambling Vent. Interesting. Eldrazi Temple. Attacks, attacks, attacks. And I feel like our opponent feels like the game is slipping away from them. So block, block. Alright, opponent has Path. So we will Leap the Slime. Emrakul. Unfortunately, that is a bit away still. Sacrifice the Sakutra-Tribe Elder. Get a land. I don't know if we can ever get enough mana to cast this Emrakul. I mean, we can, but it's not going to be very easy. Down to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. Well, let's get in with Mind Slicer. Hit our opponent. Play Llanowar Waste. Play another Mind Slicer. Pass the turn. Unfortunately, our Mind Slicers are not the best things to sack in this scenario. Opponent attacks, attacks. So I think we just take the hit and then attack back with both Mind Slicers. So down to 7. Alright, well there's at least something we can leap. Satyr Wayfinder. I guess that helps us build towards our Emrakul as well. Play Quagmire. Get in with the Mind Slicers. Our whip is oddly doing a lot of work, even though we can't whip anything. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Definitely meant to attack with both Mind Slicers there. I think we're still okay, but that was definitely the plan. Opponent has Dark Confidant. Gets in. Gets in. Does not get in. Does get in. Well, we'll block with Wayfinder. Leap Wayfinder. We still have big things in our deck. Ooh, Rune-Scarred Demon. That's a hit. That is one of the cards we've been waiting for. Down to 8. Opponent Ghost Quarters our Quagmire. Thankfully, we do have 1 land left. Get our Plain, or Forest. Evolving Wild's not helpful. Well, let's run out Rune-Scarred Demon. See what we can tutor up here. Actually, not that much. Eternal Witness doesn't do anything. Sakutra-Tribe Elder. We have 2 lands left in our deck. So if we're ever going to cast Emrakul, we have to go land. I kind of want something we just put on the battlefield and then sack a Mind Slicer during our opponent's upkeep. Let's just take Temple. Take the Temple. I guess we have the Hissing Quagmire, so we actually have more lands than it looks like. Play Temple. Scry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to put Quagmire to the bottom. Go attacking with our Mind Slicers. Alright, opponent fires up Shambling Vent. So this is where we go empty-handed. So the Emrakul Dream is dying. Blocks and blocks. And blocks. So we'll kill Bob and the creature land. And pass the turn. And our opponent has to draw an out to Rune-Scarred Demon, or we just fly over with Rune-Scarred for the win. Oh my goodness, I'm so stupid. Mind Slicer. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mind Slicer actually triggers on death, and Rest in Peace is shutting down the death trigger. So our play with Mind Slicer was unnecessary. Well, maybe we bring in Nature's Claim over an Inquisition. Yeah, let's try it like that. 0 lands, which means we will mulligan. Alright, as far as 6-card hands go, we'll put Duplicant to the bottom. This is not horrible. We get to Inquisition on 1, into Sakutra-Tribe Elder on 2, and a Nature's Claim. Well, play a Swamp, and let's Inquisition of Kozilek. Lots of creatures. Lots and lots of creatures. Oh boy. Lots of good creatures. Thalia's the only one they can cast. Mirran Crusader is pretty hard for us to beat, though. All these cards are hard for us to beat. Let's take Mirran Crusader. I don't think we can take a chance on that coming down against our green-black deck. We're kind of hoping our opponent just doesn't draw lands for a bit. That's our best bet here. Or that we just draw into something sweet to cast. To cast off of our Sakutra-Tribe Elder mana. Play Sakutra-Tribe Elder. No land, no land. Ooh, no land. Well, we'll see. This could be the slow roll. We are going to block and sack, because we're going to do this anyway. Get a forest. No land. Well, let's Inquisition of Kozilek. Blades Splicer. Jeez, they have so many good cards. I guess we take Blade Splicer and let our opponent play the Flicker stuff. Play a Swamp, because we would get run over by Flickering plus Blade Splicer. Just Flickering isn't as scary without a Blade Splicer. Man, we could use a good draw here. A creature to come down would be sweet. Opponent gets in with the Thalia. Down to 18 and passes. Oh, good lord. Mind Slicer. Pass the turn. That temporarily shuts our opponent down. Tap land. Oh, we can empty their hand. We can do it. And we might do it. Llanowar Ways. Play Leap. Stop on our opponent's draw step. I think we're just going empty-handed and trusting that we can get the win from there. Stop on our opponent's draw step. Leap the Mind Slicer. Everything's discarded. We get a fresh creature. Come on, something good. Oh man, Mind Slicer worked! Acidic Slime! Oh, it's a hit! It's a hit! Yes! Oh, we just Mind Slicered someone. X6 in Modern, and got a card out of it. Oh my god, it's working. Well, now we will Acidic Slime, blow up your Shambling Vent, play a Scry land. What's on top? Satyr Wayfinder, we will keep it. That's more leap value. Oh my goodness, Mind Slicer in Modern. Eldrazi Temple. Alright, that's some mana if our opponent gets to it. Gets in with Thalia. They're on the aggro plan. We'll take the beats. Yup, down to 14. We draw our Wayfinder. We play our Wayfinder. Grab a Llanowar Waste. Play our Llanowar Waste. Get in with Acidic Slime. Hit our opponent. Oh wow, that Mind Slicer. Oh wow, it worked. I can't believe we Mind Slicered someone in Modern. This might be the greatest budget Magic day in a while. Yes. Oh, they had 6 cards. That's maximum punishment for keeping the 2-lander, is getting Mind Slicer evolutionary leaped. Max punishment achieved. Opponent. Wasteland Strangler. Well, we'll just sack whatever they target. Alright, yeah, we'll do that. Leap. Another Wayfinder. Oh man, if we can find a whip, the fun will begin in earnest. Opponent getting in. With a leap out though, like all the targeted removal is so bad. Because we're just trading these Wayfinder. Ooh, Hoof Daddy. Well, play Llanowar Elves. Actually, play Satyr Wayfinder. Get a Hissing Quagmire. Play Llanowar Elves. Play Hissing Quagmire. And you know what? We'll just pass the turn. Eldrazi Temple. So now I think we just take the beats and hoof, there it is. That's maximum punishment. Not only Mind Slicering you, but following that up by Crater Hoofing you. Yeah, we'll do that. Crater Hoof. Pump the Dorks. And we'll swing with everything. Not quite lethal, but still pretty good. Put our opponent to 2. Yes. What did you draw? Oh, if we lose from here, I'll be so sad. Rest in peace. Alright, that's fine. Shuts down our graveyard. We just win, though. We just fire up our Hissing Quagmire. Oh, no, they have Ghost Quarter. But our opponent scoops it up. We got there. We Mind Slicered our way to victory in Modern. That was spectacular. Oh, man. We can go 0-4 the rest of the way, and that makes it all worthwhile. Gotcha. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, take a minute and click that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you'll find the next video in the playlist right here.